3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, this is TJR.
Was that like your Superman grab?
That wasn't on camera. We'll do it again. That wasn't on camera.
You put the camera on.
I know, but I was going to start with the glasses off, so we'll do that again.
Okay, but
No, I just thought I'd start without the glasses on. That's all. Okay, well, yeah, but that wasn't going to be on camera. Me taking off the glasses.
then you leave it in as a blooper.
Okay.
Silly.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, this is TJR.
And this is Superfan.
We're just hanging out with our little guy here. And this, finally, after months of waiting, has arrived. This is the Vinyl Me Please pressing of Honkey Chateau, which was originally advertised, pre-order right alongside the same time as the Elton John Honkey Chateau Deluxe Edition, Anniversary Deluxe Edition release here that I have in my hand. We were in Rome at the time that this got released. And unlike Madman Across the Water, they did a 2-disc set, but they also did a big deluxe box edition, which I did get. They did no giant deluxe box edition for this one, just this 2-CD release with a booklet and a vinyl version of the same thing. And I opted for the CD at the time because first of all, there's no new remaster on it. It's from 2017, and I don't need bonus tracks on vinyl, I've always said. And so to me, it just made more sense to get this a lot less expensively and get it on CD, because I'm primarily getting it for the booklet and the bonus tracks. I never got to talk about this when it came out because we were in Rome. And so I just thought real quickly I would, before we unbox the vinyl release that Vinyl Me Please did. And of course, another reason I didn't get the vinyl set was because I'd seen the Vinyl Me Please version being offered at around the same time. Though this took a lot longer, I guess, to make for them to make available. I have no idea what the story is behind that. But at any rate, though, this was the 2-CD deluxe edition. This was Elton John's 5th studio album. It was released between Madman Across the Water and Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. This is considered the beginning of him becoming more of a commercial artist, because he had 2 big hit singles off this, Rocket Man and Honkey Cat, which did extremely well in the charts. The previous album, Madman Across the Water, had the hit singles Leave On and Tiny Dancer. And while those did well, they didn't do huge like they did on this album. Of course, he'd had the big hit single with Your Song on his second album, the self-titled one. But
I don't think that was a surprise hit.
Yeah, it was kind of considered a surprise hit. The rest of the album was not considered to be that commercial. In the liner notes to this one, in the liner notes here, Elton talks about how he started becoming a more commercial artist with this album. This is also the first album that had the Elton John Band, which was initially the trio that he was just him. I can't think of the drummer's name right now. I keep on saying Neil Peart, but that's Rush. Nigel Olsson, thank you. Nigel Olsson.
I know that.
And also Dean Murray on bass. But on this album, they added Davy Johnstone on guitar, and that became the Elton John Band. And this was the first album where producer Gus Dudgeon let the band actually play on the album. But anyways, the booklet I thought was great. It's got a lot of biographical information about the album, some of which I've quoted from here, some of which I already knew from listening to Elton John's his self-penned autobiography entitled Me. Lots of great photos. It's got all the lyrics, memorabilia, and really good extensive liner notes. As far as the bonus tracks, these are all really great bonus tracks. A lot of these session demos sound almost like completed versions. Some of the highlights on this included a faster version of the song Slave, which is a song I've always liked, but I liked the fast version that was on this one here. There's also a fair amount of studio chatter. In fact, with Slave, they're starting to play the song and then they stop, and Elton actually says to Gus Dudgeon, I think we should stop. It's just getting worse and worse with each take, is what he basically says. And hearing him say that just kind of made me feel like a sense of relief, because I've experienced that when I've tried to record something. You try to get as fresh of a take as you can at the very beginning when everything feels fresh. And it seems sometimes if you keep redoing it, it just gets worse and worse as it goes. It just gets like tiresome and you lose some of that energy. And so hearing him say that was like, it's good to hear him say that too, that I'm not the only one who feels that way sometimes. And they do a pretty good take of it, but they went with the slower version. Another fun thing is there's a session demo of Honkey Cat that has Elton John near the end of the track doing just some funny, jokey voices, not unlike what you hear the Beatles doing near the end of I Am the Walrus, stuff like that. And then there's a lot of live tracks here that are live at the Royal Festival Hall. Great sounding live tracks on this. So yeah, to me, this edition was worth it for the bonus disc. There are bonus tracks at the end of the first disc that has the album with the 2017 remaster, and then an entire CD of more session tracks and the live tracks. And so to me, it was really worthwhile. And here's the actual CD that comes inside the slipcase here, and then the booklet here as well. So yeah, this was like I said, this was released quite a few months ago. I was in Rome at the time, and you were too, of course. And anyways, though, so with that said,
we didn't stay here in the dungeon.
no, you certainly didn't.
You just knocked the seat.
You're the one who plans these trips. You're the one who really, the mastermind who really makes these trips what they are, and I appreciate that. So let's open this up here. This is the Vinyl Me Please edition here of Honkey Chateau. I pre-ordered this around the same time as I pre-ordered the CD set here. But we're going to go ahead and get this opened up here. And there we go. And I love the way they package these. They always do a great job with their packaging here just to keep these things safe. But let's go ahead here. Here it is. And back cover. I know the original LP had this kind of fold-over packaging, which I don't have. My previous CD version prior to this was one of those Japanese mini vinyl LP replicas that actually replicated that packaging. It was also had a texture to it, which I'm not expecting with this here at all. And in fact, while I'm on that subject here, let me just give this a quick little cut. There we go. Gotta be careful. While we're on that subject,
It doesn't have don't they normally come in like a sleeve when they come from Vinyl Me Please? Like a...
oh, you're thinking if they are like the selection of the month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the selections of the month will have those self-adhesive sleeves, and they'll usually have an art print. Okay. This is not a selection of the month. This is just one of their, but this is one of their exclusive pressings. Oh, and let me real quick, I should read the hype sticker here. Elton John Honkey Chateau, 50th anniversary edition of the 1972 album. Features Rocket Man, I Think It's Gonna Be a Long Time, and Honkey Cat. Cut from the master tapes. Pressed on exclusive 100 gram A-side, B-side, cream in beige vinyl. So we'll take a look at that here. So yeah, when I saw that Vinyl Me Please was doing a 50th anniversary edition also, I said, okay, that settles it right there. I'll get their vinyl version of it. Since I don't currently own this on vinyl. So yeah, this is just a smooth cover. I know, like I said, the original LP. Yeah, the original LP had this very textured feel to it, like Madman Across the Water, which, by the way, this is the Vinyl Me Please edition of Madman Across the Water here. Let me pull this out real quick. There we go. And, you know, the original LP version had that very textured kind of denim feel to it. This doesn't. Their version, they released this also as an anniversary release right alongside Elton's. And of course it came with all the original packaging, aside from the textured feel of the package. It came with the original booklet, you know, enclosed as well as part of it. And it was on colored vinyl too. And so this Honkey Chateau pressing goes well between this and my record store day release of Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player, which has a bonus LP of extra tracks as well. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at this real quick here. Open up the inside. There are all the lyrics. And also, those selections of the month will usually have an additional booklet with new liner notes. This won't, because it's not that. But it does have the VMP exclusive stamped on it. And I guess what's exclusive about it, of course, is the fact that it's on colored vinyl. And white paper sleeve, but with anti-static liner in the inside, which is great. And let's take a look at the record here. Let's pull this out. Woohoo! Here we go. This is side 1 you're looking at right here. Here's side 2. So you can kind of see how one color is more dominant on one side versus the other side. And of course the original label there. There we go. Yeah. Let's go ahead here and put this away here. But yeah, the hype sticker says from the original master tapes. Don't know if that means it's all analog or not. But I'm going to give this a listen. I will compare it to the CD that I do own, which again is one of those Japanese pressings that replicates the original LP packaging. In fact, let's pull that down real quick. Okay, back here is my CD copy. Mini vinyl replica edition here. This is the CD that I listen to, and here it is here. The lettering here is embossed, and there's a very textured feel here to the package, and there is this little fold out the way it unhinges right here that you can see, and this is how the original LP was packaged. They don't replicate that, but otherwise they replicate pretty much the rest of it. Let's just look at this real quick. And inside, of course, you've got the Japanese booklet that features information in both Japan and in Japanese and in English as well. There we go. Yeah. But that's the Japanese booklet. And of course, this replicates the Mercury label logo, which is actually, I don't think the original, that's not the original British label, but there it is. This is the version that I've always listened to. So I'm gonna compare it to this. The last remastering was 2017. I have no idea what this is taken from. Maybe that remastering from 2017, maybe not. Who knows?
Well, how long have you had that one?
Honestly, I can't remember how long I've had it. It was something that I got in the 21st century, not the 20th century. So I'm going to guess probably the later end of the last decade, of the 2010s. I'm going to guess it's probably close to around that time frame, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, this is my original, my CD here. I'll give these a listen and I'm going to see what I think. Okay, we are back. And so the first thing we did was we compared this Japanese mini vinyl replica edition over the anniversary CD edition, which has a 2017 mastering. Could very well be the same mastering as this one here, for all I know. And we both felt that this one here, the Japanese mini vinyl edition, sounded brighter, hotter,
Yeah.
Punchier,
Yes.
and that by comparison, this recent one, this anniversary edition, which is again a 2017 mastering, by comparison sounded a bit muddy. But compared to it, I mean, by itself it probably sounds fine, but when you play this, sorry, I got it backwards. When you play this, you really feel the difference. So it kind of just depends on how much you like the extra brightness. I think Elton does better with the brightness. His music just does better for some reason in that respect. Other artists may not. They may sound more harsh with that extra brightness, but Elton, I think, works well with that.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
So then we played this LP version here. I thought this LP version fell somewhere between these two. Definitely brighter and punchier than this recent anniversary release here.
But the vocals still felt a little muddy.
You felt the vocals felt muddy on this?
A little bit.
Okay. But not quite as bright as this.
Yeah.
I kind of need to listen to it a bit more. I liked the sound of this LP. I felt like it was kind of a little bit of the best of both worlds, in that sometimes you don't want that much trouble because it can get a little ear fatiguing after a while. I'm still thinking about it, really.
I mean, they're all good in their own ways.
Yeah.
Is ultimately what it comes down to.
But yeah, I do feel like this falls somewhere between these two right here.
That being said, and I know he's your favorite artist, and I'm guilty.
One of my all-time favorites. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you really need 3?
You know, like I said, this was my only copy for a long time. I got this just for the bonus tracks and the booklet. That's what I got it for. I knew I didn't need another CD copy of the album because I've already got this. I think I prefer this over this, though I do like how this sounds. I'm going to listen to it some more.
Yeah.
I do like how it sounds, though.
So the answer is yes, you need 3.
Maybe at this point, I don't know if I can really answer that yet. Maybe after I've listened to some more, I may decide that I only need this. But I'll keep this for the bonus stuff. One thing I am going to do is, of course, when I got this, you know, I take it to my computer, I open up my Apple Music, what used to be iTunes, and I put the CDs in my drive, both of them, I just imported them over. I will probably re-import this now with just the bonus tracks, not the album. Probably just keep this. This is already imported into my music. Just keep this imported over. And of course, I will digitize this as well and import that in. And I might do some comparisons that way too in the car and listen. I definitely liked the sound of this. It definitely felt alive. But I also really liked this too.
I think that the Japanese version is probably better for the car, like in the car where you're in an enclosed area.
Mm-hmm.
But you might not want that brightness if you're listening to it on headphones.
Possibly not. I may not like that much brightness, yeah. But I definitely was enjoying how this sounded. I should also mention very quiet vinyl.
Yeah.
Really quiet. Sometimes you can tell, okay, I hear the vinyl versus the CD because I can hear the vinyl-ness of it. Really, really quiet here. But anyways, though, and all we did, we only listened to one track. We listened to Honkey Cat. And we played it, you know, we played these two up against each other twice. Starting with this, then this, did this again, then this again. Then we put this on, and then we compared it back and forth to both of these. And just with the song Honkey Cat. Playing the song back and forth a couple times. But
And Grogu says he likes them all.
Grogu likes them all, yeah. There you go, little guy. But anyways, though, so there we go. That's kind of the first response. I'll listen some more. But there you have it. Vinyl Me Please, 50th anniversary. Honkey Chateau at long last. I don't know why it took so long.
And by the way,
Yeah.
I'm not, because it took 50 years to get to the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm not judging you for having 3 copies of the same CD.
Uh-huh.
I'm just asking, do you need them? Because I know I have multiples of my U2 albums.
Yes, you do. I'm not as sentimental as you. I tend to, when I get a superior audio upgrade, I tend to get rid of my old ones. I think I had this on CD previously, an earlier CD version, and I probably like this better. But yeah, this definitely brighter, punchier, and it all depends on how you feel about that. I like the way this sounded, the way it sounded kind of in between the two. And I guess just time will tell how I feel about it as time goes on. But anyways, though. But I mean, yeah, I'm still going to keep this because I want those bonus tracks. There you go. Let me know if you've made any comparisons and what you think. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you never miss a video. And thank you, patron supporters, for all that you do. Patron supporters do get exclusive weekly videos not available on this channel.
You are fierce and mighty.
And just thank you for hanging out. And we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.